But in the ESFJ, there isn't this contradiction. Along with the NTPs and the ISFJ, the ESFJ is found along both universal axes. Therefore, they are, by nature, extraordinarily democratic in their psychology. They are all about compromise and finding and addressing the commonest denominator among mankind, because this represents for them the best method of transcending their own personal, selfish, egocentric context. What is the most universal expression of a principle of rule or command? What most effectively transcends my own needs and addresses the needs of others? And not just one's own needs, but one's opinions, one's worldviews, etc. How do I tread on as few toes as possible and actually help to massage as many toes as possible in my short lifespan? These are things the ESFJ asks, I believe, and they ask it with particular interest in how to actively help other people in observable, i.e., to them meaningful, ways. Thus, they detest it when someone seems to hold a position in spite of the group, a position that undermines the needs of the group for the needs of that person's own individual person. Egocentrism is the cardinal sin for the ESFJ. The ESFM, it's about personal sacrifice for the good of all, or the good of the objective, transcendent truth, with a capital T, truth with a capital T. One's actions should be aligned with the needs of the group at large, and one's perceptions should seek to account for all possibilities presented by the group at large, regardless of whose they are, before it can be finalized. Hence, Ayn Rand, the INTJ, maintains that everyone should prioritize their own interests and work towards those rationally, while Harry S. Truman says things like, I like to live and do things for other people and think of the other fellow's troubles instead of my own. Ethics must necessarily involve all others. They could not even operate in a self-contained bubble. They're like a bat using echolocation. They need others' needs by which to orient themselves ethically. Kind of modesty to them, peculiar of their axis temperament. Like I said in my original ESFJ video, one of their primary notions is that we're all in this together. But further than this, they regard and treat everyone as being part of one and the same cloth, which is an idea first introduced by celebrity types in their first Axis article. That is, everyone, including themselves, regardless of station or rank, is still a human being like them, and is subject to the same conditions as the ESFJ, and is therefore answerable to the same universally valid rules of propriety that pervade the universe. This means that the ESFJ actually has an ENTP-like side of them that disregards all objective rank in favor of underlying humanity. Socrates accosted politicians in the street and submitted them to logical inquiry. President Truman accosted his staff to commune with them emotionally. The ESFJ has the potential to be incredibly charismatic, not through force of personality, but because they really identify themselves with the whole democratic body and its welfare, and seek to lift everybody up with them at once.